Alright, let's take a look at another catastrophic fail of my printer. So look, there's nothing left or got printed on the plate at all, but there's giant beehive growing underneath my nozzle. So apparently that filament does not stick to the plate, but they stick to the nozzle for some reason and just keep growing. It grew so big that even it pumped my casing off. And that's why probably I got some warning. The nozzle is overheating because the fan is no longer blowing into the nozzle at all. Looks like there's some serious work I have to do to clean it up. And let's check it out how I get rid of it. Alright, I'm using this printer as example. This is a good printer. My previous printer that has a blob underneath, unfortunately has the big blob completely swallowing the whole head, which make it almost impossible to take the piece out completely. So what I did is I have to destroy the casing to have access to the internal screws. But for this one, if you're fortunate that the blob is not crazy, you just need to lose this screw and lose the one on the other side first to take this cover off. But unfortunately, this stupid AI LiDAR, useless, completely dumb, is in the way of the screw, so we have to get rid of this first. Let's do it. To get rid of this IR LiDAR, you first have to unscrew this and that, so this LiDAR unit will drop. Then you need to get rid of this metal bracket to expose the screws. Two screws are on, and then it really drops. Without LiDAR, these two screws are exposed. You lose these two, then you can take this bracket out. Alright, removing the bracket, you have the screws exposed. Don't screw all the way up, just lose it because it's a slot type thing. So same thing on the other side. The screws are loose. You can flip the thing like that. Then it will expose the internal circuits for further steps. Alright, let's take a look at the heating element. Eventually this heating element is going to be mounted like this behind the circuit board. There are 4 screw holes. This one and that one, number 1, 2, 3, and then 4 are on the side. So if you take a look at the current setup, this one is the side one. The other one is also the side ones as well, which are pretty easy to take out. However, the front 2 screw holes are behind the circuit board. You need to get these 2 out and get that one out to remove the circuit board, then to expose those 2 frontal screws for removing the heating element. That's a little bit of a tricky part. Okay, when the screws out, just pull out. Now, given the board is removed, then you can see here is the screws for the frontal mounting. We just need to get it off. Don't forget about the filament here. The filament is all the way in, so get the thing out. Yes, oh my goodness. After we removed the screws, we can, get rid of the circuit board here. And that gave us an opportunity to expose how the heating element was inside. Look at this. So I will just put this brand new heating element in like this. And then make sure you put screws in here and there. And 2 side screws. One is this hole, and the other is the hole right here. Then we can reinstall the new heating elements. Alright, before we put the circuit board back, we need to make sure the wires are connected. So this is the temperature sensing, and that is the power for this heating element. So the power goes to the smaller one on the inside of this board, and the sensing goes to the corner connector. And this is the fan, cooling fan on the back of the thing. It goes to the middle one. And it's true that there's no connector for the top ones, so just leave it on. Now it's time to put everything back. Although the printer's nozzle cover was destroyed during the blob removal process, I was able to find this replacement kit on Amazon. And to transfer this fan from the old broken cover to the new one. So let's take it out first. Make sure it's in the right place. First of all, do not forget to connect the fan to this connector. To make sure we insert it completely. Ooh, look at that. Wow. Alright, with this, I would say we have successfully rebuilt the new nozzle. It has the new heating element, the new cover. Hopefully everything will work out fine. Now we put this printer back to mission, power it up, and test the extruding first. Looks like temperature reached 20 degrees for ABS, and it is extruding quite okay. I'm happy to report that the printer is back online again, happily running the printing job.